A father to all the mutants. I woke up pregnant, a father to all the mutants. Little grey men moving dim, jerky, far away in the distance, a sped-up film flashing backwards and forwards. I am perhaps 12 years of age, and this is my first ghost. The midnight moon is full, and outside the window there is a man about middle-aged in suit and tie. Minding his own business, he takes on the form of my father coming home from work, silver, translucent, a memory of a film from a time already forgotten. I asked him about it at breakfast, and he was grim and solemn, a pole fisherman waiting for a bite. The memory faded, distant like an old film, little grey men maneuvering, hollow, lifeless and grey-eyed against a silver sky. I am the father now, a dense pressure against my sleeping chest like a cat purring, and there they are, the mutants, in their multitudes, eyes on stalks, feet like flippers, and long pointed teeth bared to the wind, searching like insect feelers into the probing night. I don't know who they are or what they want, but I am certain that I am to provide for them in my own meagre way. I am cast in the role of guardian, where I often find myself, and I am catching mutant children like an ice fisherman with a baited line. They appear to me in deserts, in still silences, in crowded dreams, rising up and demanding that I offer myself to them. I accommodate in the only way I know how. Sir, this bed is needed for more serious cases. The machines beep and whir to life, pulsating slightly with a blue heat that reverberates through the highway outside, breathing low hum of cars, entering into the forest to rust and overgrow with weeds and vines. Their steel corpses lay littered amongst the rocks and plants, the saplings spread skyward to receive their first taste of golden sundrops. Their wheels are splayed at angles, their tires ruptured, their engine blocks leaking coolant and sprouting fungus in every conceivable color. The past rumbles back into the present, the future strung out on a long line, moving backwards and forwards, green deer in the forest and moss on the rocks. A glance of sky penetrates the canopy, and the wind rustles through a shining stream of time where I stand like a tree, root-bound and earnest in my love for the earth. A small idiot boy with black flesh appears next to me beneath the stream, mumbling something in a language I don't understand. My mind reverberates with a lost knowledge. He is lost, that much is for certain, and he is in imminent danger of being caught and put to death. Sound of hunting bugles in the distance, dogs barking, underbrush cut through with long canes and the stamp of jack-booted feet. Tally-ho, shout the party as they advance on our position. I take the small creature by the hand, and we move outwards through the forest into a small cave standing by the running water, dripping inside from time to time, but largely dry and sheltered from the elements. There are drawings on the wall depicting the moon and stars, gruesome death through lethal injection, gas chamber, and electric chair. The bones of small animals lay in piles around the floor, and a light dust blows playfully in the autumn breeze. The boy glows luminescent, shimmering, his black skin peeling off in long layers like an onion. He is small and withered at his pulsing center, glowing faintly with a blue heat and sending shards of light spiraling throughout the room. Machines whir and beep like hospital static. His fingers elongate and his skin falls in sheaths to the floor. His legs crack and bend into a grotesque curvature, and a mucosal film appears coagulating around fine white hairs that are sprouting at intervals and covering the boy's thin frame. The boy purrs loudly, and little grey men move back and forth, building a cavernous construction of steel crossbeams, scaffolding, and trellises. We move off into the distant past. Sir, this bed is reserved for the terminally ill. Sounds of coughing, blood and pus. My children line the corridors, mewling sick like psychic cats of ancient Egypt, their dark eyes poised and ready for action. I am unable to care for them. There are too many. But I apply myself diligently to my work. The forest is coming down in a low reek of phosphorus, a white light on the horizon glowing with the simple heat of oil fires and smoke. The green deer and the little grey men disappear to a cool, remote, distant past of picture postcards and holiday advertisements. Trash lines the highways, and water runs an auburn brown, dead fish and rusty tin cans. My mutants stalk the forest in waves of electric pain, sending up tornadoes, great slashes of ectoplasm, torrential gusts of ionized magnetic patterns are radiating the sky and falling down in scattered bursts like birdshot. My pregnant body bends and withers like a winter flower, my cool skin sallow where the children appear standing like ghosts beneath my icy window. I am 31 years old, and the ghosts are regular visitors now, standing dim at the foot of my bed, pointing one long finger through the gloom and into my sacred light where I cannot move. The role of guardian is not an easy one, and it is not one I have chosen. These children come to me like cats, appearing in the night, seeking love and affection, and bonding to me with an impenetrable clarity. Their names become known to me, one by one, and I dare not leave them outside. Ah! I cry, looking amongst the carousels and Ferris wheels, the rotten remains of the fair that used to be. Huh! His name I call to the wind, bouncing off the metal walls of memory. The first ghost is just that, a memory of a distant past that seems so remote and removed that it might as well be from a life unlived, a life from a novel or magazine, someone else's experience in my young skin. The child there is no longer me, and his memories are nothing more than film canisters lined in front of the projector, labeled with dates and serial numbers, spiraling off into infinity in uniform sequence. The material is there, but the content just doesn't break through.